Fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jay, Smike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
No worries,
Yeah,
man.
good stuff. How was your protein bar there, Mogi?
Not finished it yet.
Oh,
Still good, though. It's
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
man. They're good bars.
yeah.
Actually, I was going to say I'm looking forward to seeing the back of them, but I'm not really. I'll still keep eating them.
Right.
They're good.
Yeah, I might start getting into the old protein bars because they look quite delicious, actually.
Oh, they are good.
Because I'm not really a big fan of bars, but they look quite
Unless they're
delicious.
selling piss.
Well, yeah, that kind of bar.
Am I right?
obviously. Yeah, yeah.
Or unless you're barring up.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Hey?
yeah. I mean, I'm fond of that kind of barring up.
Or unless
know.
you find a sandbar out in the ocean because you can't swim and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
I need
that's
that
a good bar.
Yeah.
That's another good bar.
Most of the bars are pretty good.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
How you going, Pugs?
I'm well, thank you. Feeling good today. I was actually going to ask you about your protein bars because I'm looking for a protein snack alternative for post-gym workouts.
You can
Oh,
have
yeah.
you can have some of my hemp powder.
I'm good.
No, what? Some of my hemp powder
Is that
Oh.
for your
is that
smoothies.
basil, is it? I don't make smoothies.
No, it's not. It's not basil. No,
Oh, okay.
it's genuine.
hemp.
Then
It's hemp.
Then I don't want it.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got an interesting thing about to come into my life and potentially have an effect on the show here. It's called, a mate of mine gets on it, Kenda Ultimate Fibre. It's Ultimate Fibre.
Uh-oh.
And apparently it's a devastating supplement. Cleans you right out. She reckons no good if you're on the public transport or driving long distances.
Right. Okay.
Comes on you all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a go at that.
You see, for old 2 to 3 white hoity J, that's a nightmare scenario.
Right.
I like my movements to be controlled. I don't want a sudden gusher
No, that's
or a
right.
rusher.
Well, I think it might just help clear me out a bit.
Yeah. Why do you think you're blocked up?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Uh,
Because I can check that.
well, it's strange that you're happy checking mine, but you won't check your own.
I can have a I can have
Hey.
a rummage around.
Ah.
I can have a rummage around to see what we're looking at there.
I says. It's funny how you want to check mine, but you won't check your own.
Yeah. Well, no, but this is different. This is internal.
No,
This is an
that's right.
internal examination.
Yeah, stick your head in there.
So what is it? It's fibre, and you what? Drink it or what?
Yeah, it's a shake. You have it twice a day. She's just telling me here the chocolate flavour is a lie, an effing lie. Let me know how your first sip goes. And that's interesting because that was the only flavour available.
Yes.
And all the other ones were sold out. Just a chocolate one sitting there, so that'll be foul.
Yes.
But yeah, I am looking forward to that. I think it's going to be quite funny.
Yeah. I do the Metamucil.
Yeah. Well, this has got similar ingredients. Do you do
Right.
the Metamucil?
Yeah, occasionally, not all the
Occasionally,
time.
right.
Yeah.
Because that is psyllium husk.
Yes. Well, my wife, I have that in my smoothie, psyllium husk.
Yes.
Because my wife buys it from a little shop up in Titirangi.
Yeah.
That has all your little dried goods.
Substantially cheaper than a Metamucil.
Yes, and LSA as well, whatever that is. Can't remember what that's called.
Lucin A.
But same theory, but a roughage.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
To just sort of scrape
Yeah, I feel
out
like I need it.
the colon there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something happening in the air. Anyway, horrendous sleep last night, obviously, with the cricket.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Same. I stayed up way longer than I wanted to stay up, to be honest.
I watched the first 10 or 12
Yes.
and then went to sleep.
Yeah.
Then I woke up. We were 77 for 2. Bugger that, I'll go back to sleep.
Yes.
Then I woke up, we were 230 for 2. I was like, here we go, boys. And then we tried to go, I thought, I'll give it another hour, and then I wake up. Then I tried to go back to sleep, couldn't. So about 10 minutes later, had another look. 238 for 4.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got through about half of the Indian innings.
So that's a tough watch, dude.
Yeah, it
I
was.
can't. I take no enjoyment.
I was effing and jeffing a little bit, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, because and we'll talk about this in the show. We bowled poorly.
Yes.
And that annoyed me. But it was the worst case scenario, them winning the toss, going into bat and smacking the living bejesus out of us. And there was no sense of panic or you know, that they're going to drop the ball. They were in control the whole time, which really annoyed me. Santner bowled like shit.
Did he?
Yeah.
His first over went for 11, but then I saw his figures were 10 for 51.
Yeah, but he just bowled really defensively.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Didn't
And he
go
was
off to
out.
throw it up or anything. Yeah, right.
He was very conservative. What was it? Old Southey, 3 for 100 pugs off 10 overs.
Yes.
That's
I mean, it
awful.
was one of those games, and I get the feeling, were those wickets at the back end of the innings?
No, he got Rohit Sharma.
Yes.
And it was a good ball.
That was a great catch.
Yeah. Oh, how good was that catch?
That was amazing.
Really good.
Yeah, it's a real shame because that was obviously the last chance for that squad of who changed the face of New Zealand cricket.
Yes.
The last chance for them, and that is a shame both for them and for me as a spectator. Because what am I going to have to go through now with them gone? So Williamson's not going to be at the next one.
No.
Bolt, Southey.
No.
Latham probably gone.
Latham had a
He had
shocking
a terrible tournament. Devon
Shocking.
Conway didn't have a great tournament, especially by his standards.
Yeah, well,
he got
apart
a
from
score
that-
on that first game against
Yes.
England, and who didn't get a score against
The odd
England?
30 and 40 here and there.
Yeah,
but
no good.
Ratchin, success.
So that's great. I think moving forward, our real area of concern is bowling.
Yes.
There is just nobody coming through.
No.
Lockie will be gone, Jimmy will be, and I just,
We'll see. There'll be a little bolter somewhere.
but
come out of the
will there?
blue.
Because all we've got is Jamieson, and he's injury prone.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a worry, and everyone else is a dibbly dobbly.
There's a kid called Kennedy who's pretty good, but he's had a little run with them. Didn't go great guns, but I think he'll come back. He'll go good.
Well, it's quite surprising because they're not bringing anybody through that's got any real pace.
Yes.
You got old mate there, who I never quite understood. Where was he from? Northern Districts. He had a.
Cougar line.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's
But
not a popular choice.
No, and no real pace. There's nobody. I don't know.
Yeah, it's firing it down. You're loving this, eh, Pugs?
I'm genuinely enjoying listening to you guys talk about this.
Stop brown
even
nosing
though I
it,
have no
folks.
I'm
stake.
just such a greaser, man. I mean,
What do you want me to say?
look,
It's boring.
we're not going to bite your head off, Pugs. You don't,
Aren't you?
You're not. You don't need to, sort of insinuate yourself in there. It's just
I'm not.
We're all-
That's why I'm staying out of it
we're
and letting
all-
you guys
We're
talk.
all goods with you, man.
I'm
You know
glad
what
to
I
hear
mean?
it. No,
So
that's nice. It's
you just need
validating.
to
Thank
cut,
you.
You just need to cut back on the brown nose.
Okay, sure. That's right.
Pugs is loving that.
I thought you
Yeah.
could use a little light in your life, DJ. That's all.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Speaking of terrible sleeps,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
so I went to bed I was about halfway through the Indian innings, and we'll talk about it on the show because I've got now audio evidence of what
Oh, yeah.
happens at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like every day, Mogi, every morning, and I was so enraged this morning that I went out on my deck in my undies and recorded him. Which we'll play on the radio
Yeah, nice.
show.
If that was every day, and people will hear it on the show, when that started up in the evening, I would go out and get his license plate number.
Well, this is the thing, and Pugs made a point, which I think is a good one. The fact that he does it in the early hours of
Greaser.
the morning seems to me that maybe it's not a legit vehicle. It's probably not.
But-
Doesn't sound like a
Well,
legit
Jace,
vehicle.
I can tell you, it's not a legit vehicle.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah,
So I'm not- I'm-
it
I'm
doesn't
not
need
wondering-
a genius to work that.
I'm not wondering. I'm wondering if he would have a license plate or
Yeah, that's
she. It
what I
might be
think.
a she. You know what I mean? It's
It's
just
not
going
a
to be
she.
some do-up piece of
But
shit.
I would. Yeah, I couldn't put up with it every night. I would.
No.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
100%. I would be a Keezy narc.
It's probably a
Yes.
bit much to ask, but getting video of it would also be another way to do it.
Yeah. Well, this is the difficult thing: is it's sometimes it's at 1, and then it'll be at 3.
I guess just
And
whenever
then
he
it'll be-
wakes you up would be the guy.
Yeah, but he does circuits, and I get up and I go and then by the time
What are you doing when you do that?
well,
Good eating.
I've got to sort myself out before I go on.
Sure.
Before I go up on the driveway
Yeah.
there. I don't want to be going full rager in my undies. Screaming at the loud vehicle at 3 o'clock in the morning. That would, I'd never live that
That'd
down.
be frowned upon, sure.
Yes. So, yeah, but it's infuriating, man, because I can hear it from streets away, and it does my head in. Does my head in.
Well, I'm glad that you've got it in your life. It is funny.
Yes. Yeah. I could do without it, to be honest.
Sure.
I could do without a lot. I could do without a lot of things going on in my life, to be honest. Yeah. Just really doing my head in. What else?
What else? Doot. Oh, my daughter, when we're driving here, she said, Dad, you've got a square head, square-looking head, or your head looks square. I said, oh, yeah. I said, that's probably because of my haircut, because, I wasn't happy with that haircut.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, it's because of my haircut. And she goes, yeah, and the shape of your head. It's because of your haircut and the shape of your head.
You don't rip them out when you've got the daughter in the car, do you?
Oh, I didn't need to, but I do, certainly.
Right. Oh, that doesn't stop you?
My daughter?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Why would that stop me?
Well, a very confined space, and you're just ripping them out.
Yeah. No, that's
windows.
I wouldn't do it to my wife.
No.
But my daughter, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's good chat.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
I got scammed on Facebook, and Brooke sent a message to this guy about another item he was selling, and he has replied to her, but has left me hanging for a week after I paid him and gave him the address. And you take that risk when you get on Facebook, but still fucks me.
You're going to kill him though, Pugs?
He isn't well.
Because you got a temper on you, man. I mean,
but if he's, is it a legit?
He is a real person. We have a mutual friend on Facebook,
really?
and I asked that mutual friend about him. She said nothing but pleasant things.
Right.
Well, maybe it's on
she
its
was
way.
wrong.
Maybe it's on its way, Pugs.
Nah,
Whatever
5 days on New Zealand Post, you take, and also just reply when you can reply to other people.
Right.
Like it's taking the piss.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
if you know who it is, then call the cops.
Brooke's thinking about messaging his dad,
100%.
just saying your son's a fucking scammer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
stuff. folks.
Anyway,
Good on you, mate.
Keezy word.
Go on then.
Your Horaki Big Show Keezy word of the day is
Narc. We've turned into a bunch of narcs.
Oh yeah,
Well,
true.
I mean, I haven't knocked on him yet.
No, I know.
You're just knocking on him on
Just
national
narc-
radio.
Just narc
Give
chat.
me any opportunity. God damn it, I will.
Yeah.
Narc chat.
Oh, we also got asked if we wanted to. I don't know if I can say. If we wanted to have a discussion with the chaps that stole our car.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, 100%.
I know we should, but it's just like
You'd be a big soft on, though.
so, we've got so much going on. I just said to my wife, I really can't be asked.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Extra stress and pressure for you. I get that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just want them to pay me money.
Yeah. Maybe you can ask them in person.
Well, they did ask, do you want reparations?
I hope you said yes.
Well,
Oh,
Chase.
are you fucking joking, man?
well, no, he said yes. Kosh spoke to them, actually. Said, yeah, well, we'd like to be paid back.
Fucking oath.
But then she said, but I'm imagining that they're not they don't have.
To be in that
Means,
position in the first
yes.
place.
No, but they're still, and it doesn't matter how much it is, it sits there until they pay it.
Yes.
And then the alternative to that is nothing happens and they can just continue doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
True. Good stuff.
In the meantime,
Backbone.
send all the Keezy words in to @HodakiBigShow on Instagram. Follow us, Hoodie J, Mr. Mike Minogue. Call me Pugs. Don't follow Chris Key and Zed.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, boy.